Have you ever looked up at the night sky, studded with countless stars, and wondered, where did all this come from? Or maybe you've held a tiny seed in your hand, marveling at the life packed inside it. These are ancient questions, questions that touch the very core of who we are. Today we're going on a journey back to the beginning of beginnings, to explore one of the most profound and influential stories ever told. The creation account in the first chapter of Genesis. This isn't just a story for theologians or historians. It's a story that has shaped art, science, and how billions of people see their place in the universe. It's a narrative of order emerging from chaos, of light piercing darkness, and of life bursting forth in magnificent diversity. So, grab a cup of tea, get comfortable, and let's travel back in time, to a moment before time as we know it even existed. Our story begins in a state that's hard to even imagine. The text says, "In the beginning God created the heavens and the earth. Now the earth was formless and empty, darkness was over the surface of the deep, and the Spirit of God was hovering over the waters." Picture that for a moment. No sun, no moon, no land, no life. Just a vast, dark, watery chaos. It's a canvas of pure potential, waiting for the artist's first stroke. This isn't a void of nothingness, but a state of unformed reality. And into this silent darkness, the first words are spoken. "Let there be light." And just like that, there was light. This is the first act of creation. It's not just about flipping a switch. This is a foundational act of separation. God saw that the light was good, and He separated the light from the darkness. He called the light day, and the darkness night. This marks the first day. Think about what's happening here. The very first thing created is clarity. Distinction. The ability to see. It's a powerful metaphor. Before anything else can be built or formed, there must be light to guide the way. It establishes a rhythm, a cycle of day and night that will govern the world to come. On the second day, the work of separation continues. God says, "Let there be a vault between the waters to separate water from water." This vault, or expanse, is what we would call the sky or the atmosphere. He separated the waters above the expanse from the waters below it. Imagine the world taking shape. What was once a formless mix of water is now being organized. There's a sky above and an ocean below. A fundamental structure is being put into place. This isn't just about moving water around. It's about creating the very space in which life will eventually thrive. It's about building the house before filling it with inhabitants. Now we arrive at day 3, and things get really exciting. The focus shifts from the sky to the world below. God commands, "Let the water under the sky be gathered to one place, and let dry ground appear." And it was so. The waters recede, and for the first time, land emerges. God calls the dry ground land, and the gathered waters He calls seas. And again, the text tells us, God saw that it was good. But day 3 isn't over. With the land established, it's time to fill it. God says, "Let the land produce vegetation, seed-bearing plants and trees on the land that bear fruit with seed in it, according to their various kinds." Suddenly, the barren land bursts into life. Grass, herbs, flowers, and mighty trees spring up, each with the ability to reproduce itself. This is a critical detail. Creation isn't static, it's dynamic and self-sustaining. The plants have seeds according to their kinds, establishing a principle of order and continuity within the natural world. In one day, our planet has gone from a water world to a vibrant green and blue globe, teeming with the potential for more life. As we move into the 4th day, we look back up to the sky. Remember the light from day 1? Now it's given sources, functions, and a grander purpose. God says, "Let there be lights in the vault of the sky to separate the day from the night, and let them serve as signs to mark sacred times and days and years." And so, the sun, moon, and stars are placed in the heavens, the sun to govern the day, the moon to govern the night. This is cosmic clockwork being set in motion. These celestial bodies aren't just for light. They are for signs, for seasons, for marking the passage of time. They provide the rhythm for life, for agriculture, for festivals. The universe is becoming an ordered, predictable, and beautiful cosmos. With the stage now fully set, with light, sky, land, seas, and vegetation, it's time to introduce the actors. Day 5 is all about filling the seas and the sky. With a powerful command, God says, "Let the water teem with living creatures, and let birds fly above the earth across the vault of the sky." The oceans, which were quiet just moments ago, now swarm with life of every kind, from the smallest fish to the great creatures of the deep. At the same time, the skies are filled with the flutter and song of birds. The world is no longer silent. It's filled with movement, sound, and a breathtaking diversity of life. God blesses them, saying, "Be fruitful and increase in number, and fill the water in the seas, and let the birds increase on the earth." Life is not only created, it is blessed and commanded to flourish. And now, we reach the sixth day, the grand crescendo of the creation week. The land, which has been patiently waiting, is about to receive its inhabitants. God says, "Let the land produce living creatures according to their kinds, the livestock, the creatures that move along the ground, and the wild animals." And just like that, the earth is populated with animals of every shape and size, from cattle to crawling creatures to majestic wild beasts. The world is now teeming with life in every domain: the sea, the sky, and the land. Everything seems complete, but there is one final unique creation to come. Then God says something different. The language shifts. "Let us make mankind in our image, in our likeness, so that they may rule over the fish in the sea, and the birds in the sky, over the livestock, and all the wild animals, and over all the creatures that move along the ground." This is the pinnacle of the creation story. Humanity is created, not just according to its kind, but in the very image of God. This bestows a unique dignity, responsibility, and purpose upon humankind. Created male and female, they are given a mandate to be fruitful, to multiply, to fill the earth and to govern it, to care for the creation that God has made. They are not just another species, they are stewards, representatives of the Creator within creation. And with humanity's creation, the sixth day concludes. The camera, so to speak, pulls back. God looks over everything He has made: the light, the sky, the seas, the land, the plants, the sun, moon, and stars, the animals, and finally humanity. And the verdict: God saw all that He had made, and it was very good. Not just good, as it was on the previous days, but very good. The masterpiece is complete. The symphony has reached its final triumphant chord. So, what does this ancient story mean for us today? It's a story of order, purpose, and inherent goodness. It paints a picture of a world that was intentionally and lovingly crafted. It suggests that every part of creation, from the smallest insect to the largest star, has value. And it places humanity in a special role, not as plunderers of the earth, but as its caretakers, its gardeners. It reminds us that we are part of a grand, interconnected web of life, and that our own story begins with a divine breath and a profound blessing. The first chapter of Genesis concludes with the end of the sixth day, leaving us on the cusp of the seventh, a day of rest, a concept we'll explore another time. But for now, let's just sit with the wonder of this narrative. A story of darkness turning to light, emptiness turning to abundance, and chaos turning to a beautifully ordered cosmos. It's a story that invites us to look at the world around us with fresh eyes, to see the goodness in creation, and to reflect on our own place within it. Thank you so much for joining me on this journey back to the beginning. It's a story that has so much to teach us, and we've only scratched the surface. If you found this exploration meaningful, please consider liking this video and subscribing to the channel for more deep dives into these timeless narratives. I'd love to hear your thoughts in the comments below. What part of the creation story resonates most with you? Until next time, take care.